All right, it has been a day trying to set this thing up. And before I even get to that, uh, doing a rear alignment, trying to find the camber on this thing when I thought I had two. Um, Maxed out, of course, all the way positive in as far as I can get. I got about 2.5 degrees outside. Um, I had a bad wheel hub. That's a good thing while we do these alignments because this is the old hub, and you can't really see it, but you can see where it's separating right there. And anyhow, can't really see it there, but anyhow, when I had the wheel on there, and I noticed that when I had it on the quick jack going up and down, I would see the whole wheel move. I'm like, whoa, what in the world? This is after doing the alignment. But anyhow, we'll come back to that. I had to replace that hub, okay? But coming back to here, I set the camber front, set the camber to the rear to the best that I can. Of course, for the front, final readings, I wanted to get close to 2 degrees, and we're about right there. See how my bubble is zeroed right here. I'll let you know it's right there. And man, how could I ever get so lucky with the toe? While I had it up in the air adjusting the camber, obviously, moving that control arm in and out, it caused the toe to move. So I kind of just did it, eyeball it while I had it up in the air to kind of get it close, and thinking like, okay, once I measure it, I'll be good, or I'll be close. Anyhow, these are the toe plates. So as you can see, one side is right here. The other side is right here. Okay, and the idea is that you want to measure your toe. Um, so basically, toe, looking at my feet, we want toe to be 0 toes straight. When they point out like that, that's a positive. When they go in, that's negative. So we want to kind of have a little slightly in or right at positive. I mean, not right at positive, but a little under or right at 0. And man, did I ever get so lucky. So adjusting these, of course, they have these stands right here that kind of give you a really good, accurate, placement of the toe plates instead of just resting up against the wheel. It has these plastic deals right here that kind of set it up there really nice and square. But anyway, the front side I got 73 and 5/8. Rear side I got like 73 and 5/8, just like a hair more, but I'm gonna leave it where it's at. It is perfect. All I'm gonna do is just jack it up and tighten down the what you call it, the toe adjusting nuts. But I'm gonna leave that where it's at. For the rear, I do have to make a little adjustment. It's very small, so once I jack it up, I'll make that adjustment. It's like an eighth toe out, and I want it positive. Or I mean, not positive. I want it to be straight or hair negative. Anyhow, move on to the back for the camber. Get it set up right here. Bear with me while I try to line this up. And there we go. Cool. So, yeah, the bubble's not perfect, but I know it's kind of nice. But anyway, we're like about 2.5. This is the max that I could have got it. If I want to go more, I'm gonna have to slot the rear control arms for the adjustment. But I wanted to match this side, obviously. And we go right here. Again, we want to use the bubble and kind of. Just bear with me. There we go. Well, that's close enough. Anyhow, I know I checked it like 8,000 times, but you get the idea. It's 2.5. So 2.5 in the rear for my camber. On the front, I was able to get 2 degrees. And anyway, this thing is, you have to be really patient with it. Trying to line it up. But yeah, we're right around 2 degrees. So 2 degrees of camber in the front, 2.5 degrees of camber in the rear. It's probably the max I'll be able to get it without modifying or slotting the control arms. But man, it's been a day. But anyway, that's how you do it. Just gotta adjust the rear to make sure we're all tied up and good to go. But I'm anxious to once I get all the toe fixed in the back, drive it. Obviously now the brake caliper was sticking on the left front. Then I had a bad wheel hub that was moving around, so that was probably what threw off a lot of my alignment. Also, too, when I replaced all these bushings, I never did really get it aligned. I just kind of did it by the eye. So for 80 bucks, man, not bad. Toe plates, camber gauge, and then of course for my front, I have this steering wheel holder. It kind of keeps it true center. You know, when I pull into the garage, I try to be very, very effortless with the steering wheel and just try to find the center as close as possible. So that's true center. That way, if I had to make any adjustments, the steering wheel's not going to move. That way, your steering wheel's not left to the right. It's straight. But man, did I get lucky. So I'm just going to jack it up, tighten down those nuts, and yeah, anyway, took way longer than I expected, but I didn't expect my hub to take a shit in the rear. But now we're good to go, and we'll do my last adjustment on the rear, and then probably go for a drive probably tomorrow and see how it goes. Anyway, y'all have a good evening.